Let's talk about this right here. They always come back. They always come back. Don't get it twisted. If you that nigga and a woman didn't appreciate you, she's watching you. I had a bitch DM me the other day, a while back. I think I don't know, a couple of months back. I'm bad with time. She DM'd me talking about that I crossed her mind one day, and she wanted to see if there was any growth, if I grew since the last time she saw me. She DM'd me this, okay? And she says that I'm still the same narcissistic asshole that she remembers. And I was the worst relationship she's ever had. Now, I'm not gonna go into details, but I was happy that she did that because it reminded me that she's still thinking about me. I was happy that she took the route to look at my Instagram because she saw the 80,000 fucking followers. She sees a man, grown man, talk about alpha villains and make it into something. She sees a man who is an author of his first book, working on his second book. She sees a man who is congruent and has only evolved since we stopped talking. Where's she? Still the same bitch. You have to know your worth, bro. Now, Tyrese's ex-wife says that she regrets divorcing him for clout and the money. This is what Tyrese claims. He claims that this bitch is coming back, talking about she regrets leaving him. How many of you guys know for a fact that the bitches that you left did regret being with you, bro? There was another woman that we recently followed each other. We dealt with each other. And she says, wow, man, it's so good to see you on DM. I remember when this shit was just an idea. Alpha villains. Okay. One hand, you got a bitch that I used to deal with talking about, yeah, you still that same nigga. Narcissistic nigga. And then you got another one saying, wow, man, it's good to see that you're doing your thing. I dealt with both of them. They always come back, bro. If you that nigga and you learn from it, you got to make sure that you understand who you are. Let's look at this, bro. Let's look at this.
You into leaving your husband and your 1-year-old child, your innocent 1-year-old child. We both were divorcee kids, grew up in toxic environments, torn in between our old family, new family, stepfather, stepmother. That's a life that we both lived. And you packed up a 1-year-old, put a COVID mask on top of the Ring cameras, and I was literally in an airplane on my way home to fight for my marriage and my family. You're heartless. None of your friends recognize you. This is all about money. If you had friends in your ear, you're lying, you're gaslighting, you're playing. The only person that was in your ear was your mom. If you had people in your ear that influenced you into leaving your in your ear was your mama. Her name is Patricia Randolph. You didn't have people in your...
Let's unpack what he's saying, bro. Let's unpack what he's saying. So apparently, Tyrese's ex-wife is saying that she regrets divorcing him because she had the wrong people in her ear. Grown-ass woman talking about she having the wrong people in her ear. What does that display, AV? That basically displays her lack of accountability. For you to be grown on the microphone talking about that you had the wrong people, if she had better people in her ear, she would have made better decisions. Now Tyrese is going back and responding. responding to a woman who he shares a daughter with. Now, again, man, this internet shit, this microphone shit, this influencer shit, I'm still wrapping my head around it because it's like you have to respond to shit, or if you don't, it's like it's weird. I don't know. I don't feel like he should have responded. I feel like people do things to stay relevant. Now, you know what this bitch is doing. She's doing it to stay relevant. She wants to be in the fucking public eye. But why the fuck are you doing it, Tyrese? Why are you responding to this bitch? If you know, my nigga. Like, I don't think a man has to bash a woman unless, not even, there's no reason why you should bash a woman. When I call a woman a bitch, if you're not a bitch, this doesn't apply to you. You're supposed to know that. If I call you a fucking nerd and you do some silly shit, and if it stings, it's nothing personal. I'm not calling you a nerd. If I know you, I fuck with you. I'm not doing it. But we've all done some silly shit that we should graduate from. So Tyrese talking about what this bitch did in details is feminine. Tyrese has been crying. This is Tyrese, bro. The only reason why this bitch is popping is because she's Tyrese's ex. Okay.
Your ear. The amount of people that was supposedly in your ear, you also had a whole lot of people like Aventer Gray, Taffy Dollar, Creflo Dollar's wife, who married us. You had a whole lot of people in your ear telling you that you're about to do something stupid, impulsive, and y'all are actually not going through anything that would make you want to leave your husband. Let's go even further. When Aventer Gray and Pastor John Gray were having their own marital issues at the time, you arranged a therapy session with Aventer Gray at our house. And when she walked out of her therapy session, she walked into the foyer where the Bumblebee is, and there was 50 boxes with like 7 or 8 people there packing up all the shit to leave the house. In your ear was your mama. Her name was shit to leave the house. And I was in an airplane on my way home to try and fight and save our marriage. So if you had people in your ear at the time, they must be still in your ear, because you're still trying to get $20,000 a month for a 5-year-old. You make $160,000 a year on your own. This is all a game. You're clout chasing.
Right.
You're something that I don't even know. A simple woman, not into materialistic things, don't care about fame and mansions and popularity. You're everything that you told me and all of your friends and loved ones that you wasn't. If you wanted to be famous, boo-boo.
You see? You're a simple woman. You don't care about material things, riches, money, etc. Tyrese claims that she's everything that she told him and her friends she wasn't. She's the opposite of that. When are we going to stop believing women? You know, I tell women, I don't trust you, but we could be together. I don't need to trust you to be with you. I mean, you niggas can relate to that. See, trust is something that can get you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I have different groups of friends. Each group of friends know a certain thing about me. Not everybody knows everything about me, bro. Okay? Call it paranoia. Call it survival instincts. I don't know. I've been on my own since 17. But you put all my groups of friends in one room in my eulogy, everybody in my eulogy can say something that not everybody knew, bro. I don't trust anybody. You can't. Trust myself. So at the end of the day, when you listen to a woman and a woman is telling you something, what do I always tell you guys? To trust your eyes, not your ears. Things can change, man. The shit that you fell in love with her for, she can just be doing that for a fucking act. This is why we have to continue to fuel the performance anxiety in a woman. And I think the best way to fuel the performance anxiety in a woman is to continue to put yourself first. Continue to set your goals for yourself, to continue to exceed your goals. Find things that you are passionate about. A woman will always want to compete with your passion. A woman will always want to compete with you because you're goal setting and you're achieving your goals. Okay?
That's all you had to say. You didn't have to play this game that you wasn't. Now you out here playing on single mothers and their emotions, playing on shit to leave the house, playing on women that are actually in abusive relationships and fucked up marriages that are toxic and dark and dysfunctional. That's not what that was. You think I would have a song entitled I Don't Think You Ever Loved Me if I didn't really feel that way? You think I would have a song out called Love Transaction if I didn't realize that it was never love, it was just a transaction? This shit is about money. You've hired 3 law firms trying to fucking suck me dry. I'm approaching $1 million in legal fees. And we had a prenup. You already tried to ask me to come back. You already tried to reconcile. I told you I was in a relationship with Zelly. And I was not willing to go and break this off or cut this woman off because you decided to wake up on a Wednesday and come back and play in the sandbox. Playing on women that are actually in a... Everything about the way you left me was heartless. It was evil. You never considered me, your marriage, and let alone your innocent 1-year-old child. She had to celebrate her 2nd birthday apart. And if you really are suddenly caring about the effects that you've had on me and your family, why don't you sick these fucking lawyers off of me? Call your lawyers right now and tell them that everything that you're still trying to get right now, you don't want it no more.
The truth about the matter is that if I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No.
Wow.
I wouldn't. And that's the truth. I try my very best at this point in my life to be what I didn't have in that moment. Because I think that I was... Women were like, I'm an extremely emotional person. People that know me know that about me. Yeah. Yeah. I'm the kind of person that like, okay, I feel so strong, and I can ruminate. I can get so lost in my thoughts. I know a lot of women are like that. Like we're a lot, not all of us, right? But some of us are, just like a lot of men can be like that. But I know women specifically, there will be moments where they'll be like, I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I can't stand this. He don't do this. He don't do that. But
Listen, fellas, this is very important. Okay. This is very important. You got to make sure that you stop compromising who you are, bro. A woman is claiming that she allowed her family, her friends to influence her, and now she's pretending to cry. Be that as it may, whether it's true or not is irrelevant. When a man decides to commit to a woman and it feels that he's ready, he feels that he's ready to lead her, possibly have a family with her. If you think that you're going to save a woman who is toxic, you think you're going to save a woman who has a toxic family, you're sadly mistaken, bro. When the woman becomes unrecognizable to her family, that's when shit's going to start to go to hell. Her jealous mother is going to interfere with your relationship. Her ain't shit kids will interfere with your relationship, siblings, sister, etc. All because they want that particular woman to make themselves feel better. Anybody who is in a position to become better will either latch onto you or will try to fuck you up. So what do you think? Staying single? Be in relationships? I don't know, bro. I can't take that and I can't make that answer for you. All I know is that if you make a decision, the sooner you make a decision, the sooner you'll know if it's the right one or the wrong one, bro. You pivot, you think 3 steps ahead, and you make sure that you understand that you continuously have to protect yourself, look out for yourself, and put yourself first in order to be the man that everybody in this fucking world is counting on. Make sure y'all leave a comment, share the video, like the video if you enjoyed the show. Cash at me at Alpha Villains. All right? Peace.